It is being described as a mixture of youth and experience, as 6 caretakers of the south and western flanks and 1 on the east were introduced by the executive of the National Democratic Congress on Wednesday. Deacon Mitchell takes over as caretaker for St. David, replacing Deputy Political Leader Adrian Thomas, who according to Mitchell will not be running for office. One of Grenada's youngest ever senators, Queen James, now caretaker for St. John, says it's time for the nation's youth to come forward to represent.
With this same youthful exuberance, a burning desire to see real development happen in our country, my love for politics and nation building, the call from the people, and a sign from God that now is the time for us youth to come forward in a meaningful way, I have offered myself to be a servant for the people of St. John.
Former secondary school principal Jonathan Lacrette has pitched himself in the ring as caretaker for St. George Northwest to face off against Prime Minister Dr. Kit Mitchell.
I am a young man that is not deficient where confidence is concerned at all. You can take that to the bank and cash it.
Lacrette says life is about change and transition, as well as the forerunners who paved the way, as he was quizzed on his chances at the next general election.
The current MP for St. George's Northwest, my good friend, he has served and he has paid his dues, and we thank him for his contribution to politics and his contribution to the constituency of St. George's Northwest for almost 40 years of representation. But we think that it is time that the constituency be transformed into a community with sustainable development initiatives for all to benefit from.
Businessman Quince Britton has been named caretaker for the constituency of St. Mark.
If it's one thing that I could say, that St. Mark, we are very loyal. And we have been loyal to one organization that has kept us in a state in which the French had named us Grand Pauvre. This was the reason why I stepped forward. Rather than staying on the side and just talk, I stepped forward to be the change that I want to see in my constituency.
Claudette Joseph returns as caretaker for the town of St. George for a second consecutive election cycle. Joseph Andal is back for a third term as caretaker for St. Patrick West, pledging his continued fight for the parish. Chairman of the party, Tevin Andrews, returns as caretaker for Carriacou and Petite Martinique. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.